Hello, everybody. Welcome to the world craziest crypto channel. Satoshi Sean.
I'm nervous.
God.
What's going on, Sean?
Hey, buddy. How
Merry
are
Christmas and Happy New Year.
you? Yes.
What's going on, Sean?
Hey, buddy. Where am
I
I?
can hear us in the background. Is that normal?
Yeah. I'm trying to figure that out. Here we go.
Just smash it, bro. Smash it. And to everybody who's watching, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, smash that notification button, and even smash the comment button. Maybe it's YouTube playing in the background, bro.
Hey, we got Huddle Crypto here. We got CMAS. We got Jackson. All right.
Yeah, I'm just letting the live chat box now.
Everyone here. Like I said, we have my buddy Darko from Crypto Tonight. He's a suggested channel on my main page or on my YouTube page. Just scroll down and click on it. King is here. We have a lot of people coming in. Well, it's 2022, man.
Yeah, bro. 2022. Here we are. Very excited. Dude, before we get into 2022, I want to hear about your 2021.
We have very similar ones, man. You know, we've talked about it. Yeah, I want to get into that, dude, because
let's talk about it from January to December. Not in full detail, but overall.
Well, I got to first want to let everyone know that this episode of the Crypto Lunch Break, Just Chillin', is brought to you by Synchronized Protocol. There's a little banner down in the corner. Also, their links is in the description. Synchronized Protocol is pretty cool. Their ticker is WTISDR. It's a protection against the volatility of the crypto market. The WTISDR is a supply elastic rebase token. You know what that means? It means you get, I forgot the word.
Say it again, because I was getting
it's a rebase token.
Oh, it's a rebase token.
You get rewards. It's a token, but it's tokenized based on crude oil price. And it's built on Binance Smart Chain. So pretty interesting, you know, not financial advisor, not your dad, but check it out. And thank you for them sponsoring today's episode. Thank you. So last year was a lot of ups and downs, man. Very high ups, higher. I got higher than I have any other year.
Maybe you should see a doctor about getting higher all the time.
Yeah.
Maybe you're getting too high, bro.
It got real high, but then it came down, didn't it?
Oh, crypto went high. I thought you meant, you were high.
No, man, nothing on top like, high school days. That's
okay.
Not surprised I'm alive. But
me too.
I'm hoping at the end 2022 I can be in the conversation. Yeah, Maz is he's working a lot of crypto angles, man.
Yeah.
Hodl says free Australia.
Please do. But going to the topic of last year, just to give people a bit of a refresher, a reminder. Now, it might not sound like too much of a big difference, but there was some big highs, as you mentioned as well, throughout the year. We did fall back towards the end of the year, I think mostly November, December. But exactly 1 year ago, January 3rd, 2021, Bitcoin was going through some really high peaks. Do you remember that? When it was going through a really hard push, December, January?
Well, Facebook gives you that reminder thing. And it gave me a post that I put up last year. And it said, hey, remember 9 months ago when I told you buy Bitcoin when it was $4,000? Well, now it's $34,000. So, you should have listened to me.
Yeah, exactly. You go on.
But still, I mean, 34, we're down. It's, a lot of people are disappointed. I thought we were going to hit 80. I never thought it was going to be 100.
We got close.
I was teased. I was ridiculed. I'm like, dude, it's going to be 80, but still at 47 from 34 a year ago when I did that post, that's still phenomenal, dude. And we did hit much higher, but just overall taking a step back long term, it's still, you still can't beat it, dude. You can't beat it.
Well, exactly 1 year ago, January 3rd, Bitcoin was trading for $32,782. It is currently $47,000. All right. Exactly 1 year ago, Ethereum was trading for $975. Today, it's trading for $3,800. And Binance Coin, exactly 1 year ago, $41.15. Today, it's $526.
Oh,
And
man.
these are some figures that I just wanted to run by everybody. Polkadot, exactly 1 year ago, $10.03. Right now, it is $29.38. So it's tripled. It did do a lot better, though, during 2021. I do recall its peak being approximately, I think, $48 or $58, Sean. It did really well, but it's a confusing one.
I know you don't want to do this, but check out XRP. What was that?
Get fucked.
Yeah, I know you don't want to, but take a look, man.
All right, I'll take a look. And the thing with XRP is it's actually a good thing that you brought it up, because the other thing with XRP is, although in the last 4 years, just about every coin, legitimate coin that is, has broken new all-time highs, except for XRP. It's pretty amazing stuff if you check it out. So with XRP, exactly 1 year ago, it was trading for 22.5 cents. And today it's trading for 85 cents. So that's basically
what, 4x?
Roughly 4x. Yeah.
I want to have a conversation with you about it, because I have had a big change of heart about XRP. I've always felt...
What? You've changed, bro. You've changed.
Yeah, I know. I've always felt, you know what? Well, not about the coin itself, but taking a step back and looking at the broader picture. Because I'm talking to like leaders in the space, it has really changed my mind about XRP. XRP is still kind of, the coin is really garbage. It's not like it's centralized garbage. It's not what crypto's about and all that. But I used to look at it as, hey, you're going to make money. It's something to make money. You can not make money. You can make money. It's your choice. Now, when I look at what the team has done, they've been a champion for crypto, dude. They've been a champion for freedom. They have thrown money and fought the U.S. government at every turn. They have not backed down.
So would you if your business was on the line?
Yeah, but they're not. But they're not trying to play. Like, they're not trying to just take a fine and bend over. They are fighting, dude, and they are. They're helping. They're helping the space by doing what they're doing, and I got to give them respect for that.
But would they?
You don't want to. I didn't want to either.
Yeah. Now the issue is, this is the problem, right? There's reasons why they're fighting the authorities, the governments. There's reasons for it, and there's some pretty serious reasons, dude. Now, when you've got a company that's dumping approximately $2 billion worth of assets onto their own investors, and I use that term very loosely, over a period of 6-7 years, something's not quite right there. And they're not just fighting one court case. They're fighting about 3 different court cases. It's not just the one. We just haven't been hearing about them for a few months now because there hasn't been any updates about them. But the other thing that gets me concerned with XRP or Ripple is how they've got so many, if not maybe hundreds of partnerships with international banks and financial institutions, but it doesn't seem like any of them are using them. So what is really going on here?
Very few. And that's all, like I said, that's all good and fine. You can, but like, that brings me back to, hey, man, you can buy it and make money, or you can not and put it in something else. But when I look at the things that they're stopping from happening, that they're bringing to light, that they're not allowing to just go through, I got to give them respect, man. They're not accepting what the government's throwing at it. And the government is, I think it's a very critical case, because the government's trying to set a precedent for how far they can get away, what they can ask for. They asked for like ridiculous information. They were like, hey, we want to know what you had for lunch, 2 years ago. And, what your blood type is, what your kid's blood type is. Can we get their grades? I mean, it was just, they were like, why do you need all this information? You don't.
I can tell you why they need it. It's
we're not going to, but they're just that. And they're just trying to set that precedent so that in the future, they can push people and get away with more. But they're not going to be able to, because the big guy with the money. I mean, Bitcoin. No offense to Bitcoin, I love Bitcoin, but the community's become kind of a piece of shit. The maximalism
Yeah, the
is hurting
maximalists.
us. Maximalism is hurting us across the board, man.
Yeah.
And that's one thing about XRP. It was about, no, this is just wrong, and we're not going to stand for it. And that, like I said, made me change my mind a little bit about them. I still think it's a centralized piece of garbage. That is, true.
Good. Yeah.
But I give them respect for what they did. I do love that this video I made, man.
I like you and have no reason not to. I like you and have no reason not to.
Hey, don't we each like different cryptocurrencies?
Nice.
Dude, I played that yesterday on New Year's Eve, and Miss Teen Crypto was like, her face was just like, what just happened? Nobody was expecting that, but yeah. Let me go back to the chat.
Yeah, but how do you feel about the $2 billion worth in XRP being dumped on investors? How does that make you feel?
Dude, you and I both know other projects that are decent projects, good projects. We in the projects, we like it, and they do the same damn thing.
$2 billion worth.
Well, no, but actually, it's 2 billion coins worth, one of them, a month.
Yeah,
that comes in their treasury. If they're promoting or creating value with this token that they have, and then they're trying to run their business based on the fact that this has value, that's the way it is. It's not good, but what's the difference between that and central banks? At least you know how much it is. It's a set amount. With central banks, they can do whatever the hell they want, Yeah,
so there's been central banks now that have started accepting cryptocurrencies, and they're acting as custodians of these people's cryptos. But dude, like I've talked about this on my show before a while ago, it was about 2 months ago. It's good and bad. It's good because it will help onboard newbies who are not comfortable with signing up to an exchange for the first time and doing the whole KYC thing. And then once they've done that, they don't even know how to buy. They still don't know how to buy the coin. So at least they're safer in that sense of getting started through the bank. But it's bad for so many reasons that we know. Well, and one of them would be that they could just freeze your assets at any time.
Yeah. But also one of the big things, it's getting people to, put their toe in the water. Which what happens when we do that, people start to learn just how the damn system works. But there is going to be a place for that, I think, man. Like your grandmother. She's just not going to fucking get it. You know what I mean? And she wants to be in crypto. That's going to be really the only way. Unless you're holding her hand every week or something like that. And even then, you've got to worry about scammers. Yeah. You've got to worry about scammers, screwing her over. I don't want to bother little Darko. I'll just tell, can you help me? Sure, honey. Just, you have private key? Do you have that? So those people are they're going to need that. And also, I have friends that they won't trust anything else. Exactly. They haven't trusted me. They haven't trusted, until finally it's like, hey, Facebook's going to make a coin. No, what about this? Well, okay. I'm like, dude, it's the worst thing. It's the most centralized bit, but okay, fine, man.
And that drama is still ongoing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been, what, a year now?
What, for Libra?
Yeah.
Like 3.
Really? Has time gone that fast?
Yeah. That was such a big deal to me when they, because the government was calling them before Congress and then like, hey, what the hell are you doing? You're about to make a country and have a currency that is bigger than any country in the world, bigger than China, bigger than us. What the hell's going on? And they were like, oh, we're just trying to do this. Hey, Bob, blah, blah, blah. We're all friendly. And then they decentralized it from Facebook. They separated it. Libra is not connected with Facebook. And then they moved it to Switzerland. And then it all changed. Congress was like, hey, we want to talk to you. Like, nah, fuck off. And then the Congress people from the U.S. started traveling to Switzerland to talk to them. So complete change. But then that brings us into the whole CBDC thing and how that's going to be just
It's gonna go to the moon, Satoshi Sean.
It's gonna be terrible, man.
CBDCs are gonna pump so hard. You watch. Bookmark this video.
Oh man.
But I would love to also hear in the live chat box how people's 2021 was overall as well. But yeah, it was. Look, dude, it was a really interesting year. There was the XRP drama, as you just mentioned. There's the Libra issues that we just spoke about as well. There was a whole obvious worldwide thing going around that was affecting the planet in an economic sense. There was doubts with the stock markets, doubts with crypto. There was times when the stock markets would drop, crypto would drop exactly the same time with it. Other times it was vice versa, and then other times it would do the complete opposite. So, the stock markets would drop and Bitcoin would pump, and then vice versa as well. So it was a really weird year overall, but I think it was one of the better years in crypto. I mean, we also had El Salvador bringing on board Bitcoin as a legal tender as well. And they're still constantly buying Bitcoin every time there's a dump, apparently.
Dude, I saw an amazing meme. It was about Bitcoin, and it said 2010. Nobody uses this. And then 2012, only drug dealers use this. And it was like 2015, only gamblers use this. And then it was like 2017. It moved on. It's like only small companies use this. And it's 2020. Only small countries use this. So every you could just see the progression. El Salvador was huge, and that I think. And then what was it, Paraguay and other countries? That's what scared the elites. That's what you get the video of Hillary Clinton, like, we got to do something about this. This is bad. And the small countries, they can get hurt. If the dollar gets messed up, and it's those small countries that are moving away and getting independence because of it, man. So it's so weird to look back, man, like 4 years ago or 5 years ago, and we're all quoting that Gandhi thing of, first they ignore you, and then they laugh at you, and then they get mad and fight you, and then you win. And it just seemed like faith. You know what I mean? I thought it was going to happen, but there was that nagging little bit that's like, man, it's a pipe dream. We're dreaming. It's, and it's all happening. And it's just so weird and phenomenal, to see it all happening. That's something I wanted to talk to you about that for this year that's coming up. Things are different than they've ever been. Yes. I think when it comes to fundamental TA, I think we're starting over. I watched South Park with my son last night, the post-COVID special. And the whole thing was about crypto and NFTs, man. It was funny. I mean, they were joking, but it was like 75% of the show was about how Butters could talk anyone into investing in NFTs. And then everyone's like, I don't earn all my money and everything, but I got this cat that can, has a rainbow coming out of its butt. So it was they were joking about it, but it's become such a part of our culture now, so fast that, like you were saying, when the stock market goes down, crypto goes down, it's not a fringe thing anymore. Everyone is talking about it. Everyone is getting a piece of it. Every people that said it was, crap and rat poison, whatever, are even admitting, well, we should have some of it. Because you can't be wrong for so long and then, keep going. And I think that they're trying to get a piece of it now. And with CBDCs, they're also trying to take some kind of control, but you can't, So what do you think? What do you think is going to be different now?
I think a lot's going to be different, man. There's a lot more consumer confidence. Is that the correct phrase to use? Consumer confidence?
Yeah, it's a good way to put it.
And looking back on 2021, we forget how things progress so quickly and how many big things happen so quickly. I think overall 2021 was the biggest year for crypto in my unprofessional and irrelevant opinion. And I believe that confidence is going to be brought from 2021 into 2022. And we're going to see again some major things this year. I honestly would not be surprised to even see BNB at some point flip ETH. In all honesty, I'm not saying ETH's going to collapse. Like everything is going to keep growing, but at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised to see BNB flip ETH because of obvious things that such as scalability, cheaper rates. Its use case is massive, absolutely massive. If you go to CoinGecko, it recently added, you'll see most of the newly released tokens on the Binance Smart Chain, and a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them have various use cases. Like actual use cases. They're not just something that you buy and hold, right? We're talking about things like farming, onboarding.
That's a big point that I wanted to make is that, Ethereum really introduced DeFi and how it could change the world. I mean, I've been retired now for years because of DeFi, and I make a ridiculous amount of money from farming. It's crazy. So what it can, I want to do a video, but literally, this is not like making something up. A 16-year-old kid could get a job at McDonald's, save his money and work for 1 year and retire. And be making more than he did working 40 hours a week at McDonald's.
Yeah.
That's for a human being to do that. And then after that, if he wants to go to college, he wants to, study, he wants to just, people can do what they want to do now. They just have to put a little bit of effort for a little bit of time and start using DeFi. But ETH introduced that, and then it kind of shot itself in the foot with the fees. Binance Smart Chain came along, and they saved it.
Oh, yeah.
Binance Smart Chain completely saved DeFi. Yep. People don't give it enough credit, but it saved DeFi. Everything, there's so much that I do. I was talking to Lee months ago, and I had a problem with my wallet. And we looked at my wallet. He said, "Dude, you've got 5,000 transactions on this wallet like the past 2 months." I'm like, "Yeah, man. I got to, I'm moving money around constantly. I'm harvesting. I'm putting more money in. I'm utilizing it. There's utility.
Yeah,
I mean, that's how I'm living off crypto, and there's no way I could do that on ETH. There's just no way.
It's too hard, too slow, too expensive.
But I'm like, the transactions like a nickel. It's like 3 cents. It's a dime maybe. So many times I go to like Uniswap and I really want to get in on something, but I'm like, it's going to cost me like hundreds of dollars just to make the purchase. And if you're only buying like $2,000 and it's going to cost you $250, you're down like 12%.
Yeah, bro. I had a friend just a couple of days ago call me about a certain coin, and I'm like, yeah, it's all right. It's up to you what you want to do, as long as you research it. And it doesn't sound like a scammy one, but it does sound like it's a medium to high risk, but not in a scammy sense. And it was on the ETH chain, and I said, how much do you plan on putting on it? And he said $200. And I had a look, and the transaction fees were $100. I'm like, dude, I don't think this is worth it, man. Like, seriously.
It's like, for people like that, there's no fucking way. There's no way someone's like, oh, I got $200. I want to get into it and see what happens. Yeah, can't do it, dude. I'm like, hey, man, you should buy some Litecoin, dude. Yeah, just buy yourself some Litecoin on Coinbase, and that's it. But you can't really get into crypto, and in my opinion, and still use ETH. And I know all the eggheads in crypto, and they love to build on it, and ETH's their favorite thing. All developers and all these, Binance is trash. And I'm like, you know what, man? Binance is fast food. It's cheap. It's easy. Everybody really likes it, and it works. And they're like, yeah, that's what it is. But, you can't do this and this and this. And I was like, yeah, man, that's fine for you. But for the guy with $200, you can go to ApeSwap and stake something and make, 180% interest.
Yeah.
250% interest.
Yes. So the other thing we've got to sort of remind ourselves as well is when we see new people coming on board, not everybody has money that comes on board. A lot of people, the reason for them jumping on board to crypto is because they don't really have much money and they want to get more money, right? So when people come on board with, let's say, like even, and it's so realistic, even $50, they just want to start with $50. How the fuck are they going to buy something on the ETH chain with $100 transaction fee?
Yeah.
It's impossible. But on Binance Smart Chain, they can very easily.
To use. I mean, look at NFTs. NFTs have been another huge explosion when it comes to adoption. But I can't give you an NFT for free without paying $100, $150 to transfer it to you. I mean, I went on to I remember it was like a year ago. I was on OpenSea and I was like, I want to buy this one. It was it was like 25 cents. And then it was like an $80 fee. I mean, how
much?
It was like an $80 fee to buy like a 25 cent. But then, I thought the whole purpose of NFTs is to, cut out that middleman who takes all the money from the artist and all that kind of shit.
Let's give it to the miners.
Now, I mean, I want to buy something with guys going to get a quarter, and these miners are going to get $70, $80. Even the worst art studio would not do that. That's crazy. It's a joke, man.
That is true, man. That is so true.
And I have friends that run tons of ETH nodes, and they're making bank, man. But I don't know. I think whenever there's so many ETH killers, but
I know
it's not going to happen.
A lot of people have been talking about Phantom, and I've got nothing against Phantom, but I have used it quite a few times. And from my experience, dude, it was probably one of the most frustrating blockchains I've ever used in my life, to be honest with you. And I will never again touch it. And I noticed that whenever I did transactions on Phantom Chain, it would come up with a notification saying the transaction failed. And I thought, okay, I got to up my gas or whatever it is they call it. I can't remember if they call it gas or something else. So I'd go to make another transaction, and just before I hit send, I'd get another notification saying transaction successful. Like, what the fuck? And it did this every time I used it. Every time. I just stopped using it. So.
And there's questions about some of these other chains like Solana. Everyone loves Solana, but it's totally centralized, man. They can shut it down.
Oh yeah.
I heard that as well, yeah. But that's I think comes from more noobs in the space. I think what you said about this is the biggest year. I think the difference in this year versus other years, we always talk about adoption, and I think that last year was great for adoption. I think this year was, I think it was a normalization where it's not weird, it's not something new, it's just normal, like people think about investing in or putting money into crypto the same way they do about putting it in the bank. It's like a legitimate, thing that they should that they should be into. I think they look at NFTs as a legitimate collectible, just like they would a Funko Pop or some other thing. It's not an alt thing anymore. It's really become much more normalized. Everyone talks about it in the news. It's just in our zeitgeist now. It's not as weird. It's not just that people have heard about it, but people kind of understand it. The basics of it.
Better now,
which is cool.
Just quickly, Sean, a few shout outs to the live chat box. Why not, eh? We've got Jackson Jackson Klasky, CMAS, Midsummer Night Dream, 416 Bitcoin. That's a pretty cool name. Disco Bape is rocking it in the live chat. And Brandon Washington. Hey, I haven't seen that name for a long time. Sup, my brother. Brandon was on the channel quite some time ago. Actually.
I didn't know Rich the Kid did that. I still have that NFT that I could be a producer on his next album.
Yeah?
Yeah. I bought one of his NFTs when they first dropped, and then I got a special drop. That was like a weird one. I didn't know like what it was, and I asked my friend, like, "Hey, what is this, man? I didn't buy this." And he goes, "Oh shit!" He's like, "Dude, you can get a producer credit and royalties on the next album.
Yeah.
Don't sell that. Yeah, don't sell that NFT." So I still have it.
Is he bullshitting you, or is he legit?
No, he's legit, man. He was part of the the guy that did the drop.
Oh.
All right. How's AJ doing?
Yeah, pretty good, man. Pretty good. We did a video a few days ago on how to build a smoker. Turned out all right. If you haven't seen it
I saw that. I saw the mower.
Yeah. So yeah, pretty good, man. There was something I was going to ask you before you asked me that. Now I forgot. Damn it! Now I forgot.
Are you gonna say something about Chico Crypto?
Nah, not even gonna waste my breath, bro. But fuck. All right, so out of all the YouTube channels that you've watched, which one do you think made you the most amount of money? Without naming your own channel.
You, maybe the most.
Really?
Yeah.
You're being sweet now. Come on, stop it.
Man.
Stop it.
No. I mean, I don't. But if it wasn't the one thing, I don't make money from any other YouTube channels.
Yeah, I actually made the most from your channel, to be honest. And I'm not just saying that because you're the one basically introduced me to farming, bro. And yeah,
well, you're the one that found Doge Dash.
So we're good for each other then.
Yeah.
Oh, it's getting hot in here, Sean.
Doge Dash, dude, I'm very sad and disappointed, man.
Look, man, there's ups and downs. And look, I'm not going to, you know me, I don't bullshit, bro. And I'm not going to bullshit now either. But my biggest issue with them at the moment, and it seriously frustrates me, and I've already said this to them as well. So it's not like, you know, this is going to come out as a shock or a surprise. But I can't stand the fact they changed their Telegram pinned messages 20 times a day, bro. It infuriates me. I mean, Telegram pinned messages shouldn't be changed more than once every 24 hours to allow everybody from each time zone a chance to actually see it. See it. They made some awesome announcements, bro, that would change 10 minutes later. Opportunities lost. Gone. That was it. It's just simple things like that that can really have a huge impact on a project. And like, I'm trying to maintain my anger now just thinking about it. That's how much it really shits me, bro. But overall, it's a fantastic project with a lot of ambition toward it, and they've got big plans for the future. But that is seriously bringing them down. Changing the announcements so quickly, dude. It might be a case of too many chefs ruin the brothel, whatever they fucking, what's that saying? You know what I mean? Too many cooks ruin the food or some shit. Maybe it's that. There's too many moderators that keep changing the pin messages. I don't get it.
Yeah.
But that's fuck them, bro. Otherwise, fantastic project.
I'll be honest. And it's a thing. And I know people don't like you to be honest, but the price shouldn't be where it's at. No. It shouldn't have done what it's done. I had Paul on launch day because I saw shit that was happening, and I wanted to head it off. Buy the rumor, sell the news, and the rumor wasn't shit. It was people weren't buying it. It should be 3 cents right now, you know.
Yeah.
And I kind of made excuses because it moved up so quick. But dude, they've done more than 90% of other projects. They haven't done, even though they haven't done like groundbreaking stuff. But they've instituted staking. They've done a lot of things that take most projects months, in sometimes 6 months, and they've done that in like 6 weeks. So they've accomplished a lot, and they've done things well. It's not like it's shitty staking or it's a shitty site or things don't work. They've done everything well, and it didn't seem to affect the price the way it should have. And then as we got closer to game launch, it still wouldn't move. And I was like, man, people are going to dump when this comes out. It's just the way it is. You buy the rumor, sell the news. And I had him on. I'm like, there's a lot more coming. there's more news. This is just the beginning, right? And he was like, yeah. And still, I don't get it. I think the main thing is that they're not on enough exchanges. I think they need to be on exchanges, more exchanges for people to utilize it and get it.
Yeah.
They're on like one.
But can I touch on the staking thing that you mentioned just quickly?
Mm-hmm.
And to everybody watching, this is not financial advice. I highly recommend you get out of staking as soon as possible. Reason being, my APR will increase and I'll get more for staking. So if you're not sure, get out of staking so my returns can increase faster. Not financial advice. Do you agree, Sean?
Yeah. I mean, I made more with the rebase. So I was not happy to see that go. But yeah, man, the staking has been going fine. The game is literally it's my favorite phone game, man.
Mm.
You know, I play Iron Maiden, Doge Dash, and Capitalist. What's it called? I don't know, Capitalist something. But those are 3 games I play, and the game is awesome. It looks good. There's other games that are just shit. You know, that's why it's so frustrating for me, and I don't know why it's not just steadily moving up. I think it's because it was trending on CoinMarketCap at #1 many times, but I don't think it was on the exchanges it needed to be for people to utilize it.
Look,
that's what the thing is.
The other thing we need to consider as well is the time of year that the prices dropped. So it was Christmas, New Year's. A lot of people were selling off their crypto to buy Christmas gifts and go on holidays and host parties. And then New Year's came shortly after Christmas. Same deal again. People are cashing out crypto to go on holidays.
And then next time it'll be taxes. And then, summer, people may go on vacations. No, man. There's no excuses, dude. It should be up. It should be up. No.
Yeah, look. Yeah. But it wasn't just Doge Dash, it was everything. Since November, everything started dropping. Everything. Literally everything.
No, I made my Seek went from 3 cents to $1.16.
Yeah, but what's the volume like on that?
In the same time.
Yeah, but what's the volume on that?
It's huge.
How do you spell it?
CEK.
I thought so.
So
Smart VR token.
Yeah. Smart VR, and I think it's in the same league, man. They're both the same kind of league. I mean, they got Lady Gaga and a bunch of people that are utilizing the C platform, but it should be the same. It should still be exploding. That's what I think about it. I think it needs to be in some more exchanges for people to be able to see it on CoinMarketCap, think it's cool. Oh, I'm not in that. I don't have that one exchange it's on. I'm not gonna mess with that. That's it. The people, if they were on Binance and had a at the same time were trending at #1, it would be like a 2x right there that day. I'm sure, but I think that's frustrating for me because that was like my biggest high, and I haven't sold, man. I'm still holding. And I'm just staking it and trying to grow it.
Now,
but I wish it was worth more.
In the live chat, Discord Bubba was asking, how did I find out about Doge Dash? It was by fluke, bro. Like literally fluke. I don't know if you know this, Sean, or not, but I was doing some gem hunts live, and
yes, man, I know.
You know the story how I found it.
That's why I said your channel made me the most. You were just like, oh, look at this. What's this? This is fucking cool. And then you had him on the next day, and then I had him on the next day.
Yeah, because normally I do 3 or 4 projects on a gem hunt, and that day I went through about 8 or 9, and they were all shit. And I was just like, all right, we'll do one more, because they were just all like horrible scammy coins, man. Yeah. And I never do that many coins on a gem hunt live stream. And then I kept going one more, and then I said, all right, one last one. I'm serious this time. After this, end of the show. And that was Doge Dash, man. And after all the shit I saw that day of scammy, horrible, terrible projects, I was greeted with this gorgeous website of Doge Dash. And immediately I was taken away, especially after the previous 8 or 9 projects.
Hyper, dude. It was weird. It was weird. It made me uncomfortable. And then you're like, Sean, you got to do this. Oh my God, it's cool. I was like, dude, calm the fuck down, man. It's a little cartoon dog, dude. I'm sure it's fine. And then I looked at it and I was like, I went to Lee. I was like, Lee, you gotta look at this. Oh my God, it's Darko. Oh, so cool. Oh my God, this guy's like. So it was like this weird happenstance, man.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Now, Midsummer Night Dream has a question in the live chat box asking, is the Satoshi Dream slowly disappearing with the new type of crypto investors?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I don't think so. There's two. I mean, you can look at that's kind of a loaded question because the Satoshi Dream is always it's broad. Just the fact that crypto exists, you can say that he wasn't political, but the day he came out, the stuff about the banks, the newspaper article that's on the chain, it's very obvious crypto is designed to fuck the banks, and that's happening. But you do that by peer-to-peer cash. Has Bitcoin succeeded in being peer-to-peer cash? No. And people will argue that, maximalists will argue that all day long, but it's not. It's not good. It has become digital gold. That's the way it is. You can accept it. You cannot accept it. But there's, Litecoin. There's Divi. There's Bitcoin Cash. There are viable peer-to-peer cash settlement options that are instantaneous. It's pushed innovation with side chains and oracles and other things to keep the idea and the dream of decentralized peer-to-peer cash sovereignty for the individual over their money. That's still here.
Yeah. Now, also in the
TPA is here. Good to see you, bud.
Who?
The Public Awakening.
The Public Awakening. We also, I'm going to skip a couple of questions to get to one particular one before going back to the next couple of questions prior. But where is he? Jackson Clask is asking, why the girl left me after one night stand? Dude, it's because every time she peed after that one night stand, it really burnt. That's why she left you. So
I would like to answer Disco Papa.
Yeah. Me too.
Because
you first.
This is first off, I used to kind of like scammers. They're a good as far as bear market, bull market. They're a good indicator of that the movement of crypto, the popularity, the more scammers. But I'm so sick of scammers, dude. They're exhausting. They're hard for any kind of person who's in crypto, evangelist, whatever you want to call it, who's trying to do good and put things out there and help people. You're targeted. Anytime I've been on any project, as part of the team, you're targeted, dude. And sometimes it's fun, like people making accounts up, like the CEO, and they're like, "Hey, Sean, I need you to send me, half a Bitcoin or a Bitcoin because I got to we're trying to get us onto, KQUM, and I have a deal, but I got to pay this fee right now." And I'm like, dude, you told me not to give you any more money after you killed that hooker. We had to pay the cops. And they're like, what? And I'm like, yeah, that last time, you got to stop this, dude. But like, I just had my end of the year show, and I gave away like a buttload of money. I gave away masternodes, staking coins, just money. And literally, I got inundated with scammers. One dude was fucking calling me nonstop for hours.
Nice shit.
One guy sent me a copy of his fucking passport.
Sure.
And it wasn't the guy.
Nice shit.
He had the same first name. So he literally within minutes, like, I'll do a random comment picker and it'll be like John Smith. Hey man, I love your show. So then this other guy who made a comment on a video, days ago, he'll go change his profile name everything to John Smith, change the picture. then change his comment to whatever the actual comment was. And then he messages me, hey, here you go. I'm the guy. And I have to do, and this is like New Year's Eve. I did my show on New Year's Eve. I gave people away a bunch of money. And then for hours, I was fucking bothered by like 30 people. Hey, give me the money. Hey, give me the money. I'm like, dude, it's fucking New Year's Eve, man. I'm not going to have to go through this and validate people and do all this on my New Year's Eve. You're ruining my New Year's Eve. I'm just trying to give people crypto money and help people and give back. And these scammers are like ruining it for me.
Yeah.
So then I spent the entire day of New Year's Day, literally hours, having to go through each person, going back to the comment, and then they're so fucking like, I love you, man. You're so great and cool, and you do this, and I feel bad because I'm like, dude, you're a fucking scammer, and a lot of times I give them money like a dumb idiot. I'm like, I'm gonna give you $25, man, but you should stop scamming people because it's not cool. But really, scammers, this is just really, really fucking bugged me.
Yeah, I had a scammer ring me on my cell phone just a couple of weeks ago recently. And I didn't recognize the number. He said it was from England. Clearly wasn't, judging by the accent anyway. I answered the phone just out of curiosity, right? And he goes to me, hi, I'm calling from this, can't remember what company name he made up that he said, but I'm calling from this company, blah, blah, blah. And we've detected that you've sent out a crypto transaction which is stuck. So we're calling you to help you fix this so you can get the money, right? And I said to him, oh, really? I was really curious about that, but which transaction was it? How much was it for? And he says, $18,000 or $19,000, he says. And I'm like, thank God you called me. I'm so relieved because I actually did a few of those transactions, not just one. He got all excited when he heard that, right? And then he goes, yep, no worries. I'm here to help you. Don't worry. We'll work through this. I go, but okay, cool. Thank you so much. I was acting really excited and relieved about it now, right? And then I go to him, by the way, how did you detect that it was stuck? And he goes, oh, everything is recorded on the Ethereum blockchain. I go, oh, really? Is that right? That's interesting. Because I go, you know why it's interesting? He says, why? I said, because I had it in a coin shuffler. And he just sort of paused for a second. And then he goes, yeah, it's recorded on the Ethereum chain. And we can see all the data there. I go, that's even more interesting. You know why? And he goes, why? I said, because it was on Monero, not Ethereum. And he goes, oh, okay, so how did you detect my Monero transaction on the ETH chain? And he goes, oh, because everything is stored on the Ethereum blockchain, right? And then I go, that's really interesting. Like, this is even more interesting. Do you know why this is even more interesting? And he's starting to like get a bit shaky now, right? And he goes, oh, why? And I said, because I know more about blockchain than you know about your own mother, you motherfucking scamming cunt. Don't fucking call me again. Hang up.
Yeah.
And I wish I did that. I wish I received that call while I was live streaming, bro. I was thinking to myself, I wish I received it while I was live streaming.
But scammers are so ridiculous, man. We have the IRS scammers. First off, it's not racist or anything, but they're not American. They're like super Indian. They're like, hey, I'm Agent so-and-so with the IRS. Like, really? You can hear they're in like a call center and there's people, like, you're an IRS agent. Yeah. And you need to pay this or else you're going to go to jail. We're going to come. And then I was like, what do I need to do? You got to go to Target and buy a gift card.
Oh, one of those ones.
And I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, dude, I know that people actually fall for this. And I'm not mad at you. Because if you can get someone to go buy a Target gift card and think that you're an IRS agent, those people deserve to be taking their money to be taken away, dude. Come on. I said, but I just can't understand how anyone could fall for that, man.
Well, look,
You know,
on the topic of the scams thing, though, just quickly, because I don't want to drag out the scamming topic too long either, but I noticed something. And a couple of years ago, when I started Crypto Tonight, I created a secondary email account for Crypto Tonight to use on Facebook for a fan page, Crypto Tonight fan page, right? And that email was specifically only for this purpose, to just register it on Facebook for this Crypto Tonight fan page. Bro, I've never used this email anywhere else. I get spam almost daily from scammers.
mm-hmm.
And I've only used it once on Facebook, this email account, just to register. I get appointments I apparently made from India that I need to call to confirm, medical appointments, lawyer appointments that I apparently made in Israel.
What's bad and what people need to look out for is like a UPS or an order, because especially your Amazon order,
especially
the
during
problem is
lockdown,
click
all the
here.
deliveries, yeah.
You know, it's like check your your UPS order or delivery is delayed. You know, and then I've almost clicked it, but every time I open email, I open the email to see where it's from. You know, and then you can see it's like UPS at 321.indiarussia.com. You know, like okay,
Yeah,
but yeah, the
look,
email's terrible.
my point is that ever since I registered this one email account and used it only once, and that was on Facebook to register it with, Facebook's been selling off our fucking data. We all know they do that, but to me, this is 100% confirmation, not just speculation or a conspiracy theory. Yeah, because I know for a fact I've never used this email anywhere else. It's
no one else
fucking
could get it.
Facebook giving our data
Mhm.
out. That's why I don't use Facebook. I
Yeah.
don't use Facebook at all.
I used to answer
that.
every scam call, dude. Because it was fun. And there was always this one where you qualify for $15,000 grant. And I'm like, really? Yes. You just have to be an American citizen, over 21, and never been to prison. So you qualify. So we just need to get your paperwork done. I was like, oh, man. Yeah, I've been to prison. You know, I've been to prison. They're like, like you, they're like, well, you know, it's just you're not in prison now. I was like, no. You know, but I did. I mean, I killed that guy. I did kill him. So you know, I deserve to go. But you know, I'm out now. Like, oh well, then you're out. So it doesn't count. I'm like, well, you said I couldn't go to prison, and I killed that guy. They don't know about the other guy, but I killed that one guy, and I had to go 5 years. But I'm still on parole for a while. Does that matter?
Nice.
No, it's fine. I was like, all right, but he tried to scam me, so I had to kill him. So okay, what do I need to do to get this 15 grand? always just try to shock a man. Always.
Yeah, I had this one ring me where she was trying to sell me electricity, and I had to make a deposit if I was interested over the phone. And she goes, "Oh, I'm just calling," and it wasn't the first time I had this type of phone call either, so I already knew what I was in for, right? So she rings up and she goes, "Oh, we're selling electricity, blah blah blah." Long story short, and then she goes, "Could I sign you up today, like right now on the phone?" And I said to her, I paused for a bit, and then I said, "I live in my car," like that. And she goes, "Sorry?" I said, "I live in my car. I don't have a home." And she goes, "Really? Really? Oh, I'm sorry." And she started getting emotional. I just hung up on her.
Oh man, I like to usually just flip whatever they're doing. It's like, hey, we could save you lots of money on your mortgage. I was like, man, I just paid my house off. Shit. I'm like, oh, you did? Well, I have a nice day. Okay. Yeah, whatever they're selling me, I was like, oh man, I just totally did the opposite of that. It's all finished.
Yeah.
Well, we have been going for a while.
Yeah. Have a quick look at the live chat box. See what's going on.
Titano Dow.
Who?
Titan. Oh, Dow.
I thought I saw Warrior of Truth in the house as well before. Scrolling through the live chat box now. King Clashes, Disco Papa, Jetva Pulk.
JDO says most people don't know how to read an email header. That's, to me, that just seems so weird. But man, when I worked at Microsoft, I remember this old couple calling in, and their their email was compromised. So I'm like, you need to go make another email. And this woman almost like started crying. She's like, no, we just made this. We bought this computer just 2 weeks ago.
Like the
And I'm
accent
like,
you do.
it's like, yeah. And then I said, just don't know. It's not a big deal, man. You just make another email. We can get everything, fixed with your Microsoft account. And then she was like, no, we can't. And she puts her husband on it. He's like, what the hell is going on here? We just bought this computer 2 weeks ago, and we got this email address. I was like, I'm like going round and round. And then I get finally we understand. They think email's like a house, or like a computer's like a house. And an email address belongs to the computer. So you have to buy a new computer to have a new email address. They're like,
that's right.
I mean, dude's yelling at me. He's like, look, I can't afford to buy a new computer to get another email address. And I was like,
oh
what?
My God.
But yeah, so definitely believe that people don't understand email still.
Bro, just quickly, what's your views on Pulse Chain coming out soon?
Is that the hex stuff?
Yeah. Are you into it or not?
No, I'm not.
Not views, but how do you feel about it? Not your views, just how you feel about it. Confident, not confident?
I feel like I should have been involved more in hex, but it was a little bit confusing. I tried to do the wallet thing in the way in the beginning, and with owning Bitcoin, and then it was just, I was like, fuck it, man, I'll just buy some, and then I didn't, and then it skyrocketed, and then I'm mad, so now I just like stay away.
Yeah, but you know that if you were holding Bitcoin at the time, you would have been eligible.
No, I didn't get any. I was supposed to talk to Richard Hart like a couple times, and then he's like, well, after the launch now, and after we get hex out, and then I was like, just, you know what? I just kind of put that whole part of my life aside, man. So you can talk about Pulse if you'd like to tell me about it.
I just wanted to hear what your feeling was on it. That's all.
I used to love Richard Hart a lot. He was a really cool guy. He was like, to me, he was like a John McAfee. Like I wanted to talk to him. I liked him so much because way in the beginning, everybody was just Bitcoin, and altcoins suck. This crazy Ethereum, it's all bullshit. And he was like, look, man, Bitcoin's like fucking $5,000 or some crazy amount. He goes, if that's gonna double, it's got to go to $10,000. That's gonna take a while. You can get in these altcoins, and they're gonna 20, 30x in a matter of a month. Bitcoin's not gonna do that in a month. I mean, yeah, Bitcoin is eventually gonna be $20,000 maybe 2 years from now. So he made sense. He was talking common sense about how to get gains and get more Bitcoin. And you could use altcoins for that. And everybody gave him shit. Everybody argued with him. But now, dude, he's got all the watches and he's all just, I don't get it. He wasn't about that before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was always, I don't want to say he's a dick, because he was a dick. But he was like, hey, man, I'm fucking smart. But then he's like, here's what I've done. I'm fucking smart. And you're like, yeah, you're fucking smart. But now it's like he's trying to prove it with money, which before he just said, hey, man, I've done this. I did this. And he was quick-witted. Whereas now, I don't know. It's just weird to me when he's like, hey, look, I bought this. Here's a duck that's from Louis Vuitton. It costs it. And I'm like, I don't care about that, Like I thought he was a cool guy. Money changes people.
Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, like I watch Crypto Channel. I mean, I don't mind seeing non-crypto content. It breaks things up a bit, but when it's like 30 minutes of unboxing, shopping, it's like, I don't want to watch this. I'm not here to see this, Like, don't get me wrong, I'll sound like a hypocrite because I make non-crypto videos as well from time to time, as you've seen, especially with AJ. But they're not for showboating. They're more just to have a laugh, Really.
Yeah, to goof off.
It's just to have a laugh, break things up. I don't go shopping.
My niece was like, Uncle Sean, you should do like videos where you open stuff and you show some of your cool toys and stuff. I'm like unboxing video. She's like, yeah, the unboxing video. I was like, we'll see, Aubrey.
Look, some people love watches. Others appreciate time. That's all I got to say about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about money changing people. I always thought, even as a child, that like people that blame booze and stuff are just bullshit. You know,
people that buy booze.
No, people that blame booze or something, like a girl that has like two wine coolers and then has a 6-way. He's like, oh, I'm not a slut. No, you're a slut. You just needed an excuse. So you're like, hey, let me drink those two wine coolers and then I'll fuck everybody. Because we've both made a lot this year, like, and all it did to me was make me just laugh, like, whoa.
And moving on to bigger and better things in 2022, dude.
Yeah, I hope, man. I hope I'm gonna. If one thing if I could stress, and it's all just basic shit, dude. It's basic shit. It doesn't change, man. Take emotion out of your decisions and take profits. Those two things, man.
Exactly.
If I would have done that, I would probably have $250,000 more than I do now.
Yeah.
But I wanted to be a little greedy, and that got me liquidated twice on like $10,000,
being there
trades, and then I should have taken profits when stuff was super high, and I was just, now I'm gonna get another 1x or something, and just do it. If it's 10%, if it's 20%, take some profits, man.
I keep stressing this all the time on my channel as well. And a lot of people think, all right, I'll turn $1,000 into 10,000. Now I'm going to turn it into $1 million. And then it goes down to $500. It hurts. But so, it's similar to dollar cost averaging, basically, where you're buying maybe once a week or once a day. Do the opposite. Sell it once a week or once a day, a little bit. That's it. You're either in this to make money or you're going to lose. And it's a mentality, because people get too excited and too greedy from the excitement. And they see a small, success, and they think, all right, if I can do that, I can now do this. And you will almost never, ever turn 1,000 into $1 million. Almost never. I'm not saying it's impossible. It is possible, but the chances of it happening are astronomically not valid. And speaking of astronomically, quick random fact for you. Did you know it takes 8 minutes for the sunlight to hit the earth from once it was emitted?
No.
So that sunlight that we receive happened 8 minutes ago. We're looking back in time. Speaking of looking back in time, our current telescopes, whatever they see, the furthest they can see out in space happened 400 billion years ago. That's the furthest the telescopes can see. 400 billion years ago, bro. Just a random fact.
The farthest. Yeah, I know. That's the thing. Like other worlds are getting our like TV stuff from like the 40s or 50s. Now it's just finally reaching them. So if they have interstellar travel, they'll be way behind.
I've got another cool fact for you though. Want to hear it?
Yeah.
Cool. True story. Fact. Real fact. Yeah? On Pluto, the gravitation is a lot stronger than here on Earth. The gravitational pull, like in Pluto, right? Now, if humans were to move to Pluto, the stronger the gravitation, the longer we live. And if we lived on Pluto, we'd live up to 300 to 320 years old.
Why?
Because the slower the gravitation, the more time slows, apparently. Or some shit like that. So gravitation decides basically the average length of a life on organisms and shit. How crazy is that? We'd live up to the average lifespan would be 300 years on Pluto
I tell you,
because of the gravitation.
We need to wrap it up because it's over an hour. and we're not even on crypto. But this is fun shit. When I was in second grade, was I like 7, 8 years old? I realized two things that like changed my life. I remember the teacher was, teaching us. Second grade was rough, and he said because we say the theory of gravity. Gravity is a theory. We've never proven that. We don't understand how gravity works. We don't understand it. And I was like, wait a minute. We don't know why we're stuck to the earth. And he's like, well, yes, because this. I was like, no. You just said it was a theory. It's like, well, yes, it's a theory. So we don't know. This basic thing. If as smart as we are, we don't know why we're stuck to the earth. And we can't create a gravitational field. We just don't know how. So we don't know how gravity works. We can't prove that it works. We can just say it works because we're here. And then the second thing was how we see things. Light bounces off something and comes into our eyes, and then our mind tells us what we see. But we don't know that's what it looks like. We don't know that those colors are real. Our mind says this is what purple is. This is purple. But the color purple could not exist in the entire universe. It might not really be a thing. But our mind says that this is the color purple and that's what you see. So we don't really understand how we see things. So in second grade, I'm like, we don't understand how we're standing on the earth, and we don't even understand how we see things. Like if you could change what everyone sees, because it's just messages coming in through your eyes that your mind deciphers and tells you what you see.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's why you like colorblind people. They just can't see color. It's their mind just doesn't process that. So to me, that just showed me how like stupid we were when it comes to understanding the universe, that we literally don't know how we see things and we don't know how we're standing here.
It's crazy. It's crazy out there, dude. And Jackson Clask in the live chat box is asking, can you tell me which planet has sonic winds? And now I do believe the closest thing to sonic winds on a planet would probably be Jupiter. And Jupiter is a gas giant. And the funny thing is with Jupiter is if you were to land on Jupiter, Uranus. It was Jupiter.
It's only if you have, if you eat beans and go to Uranus. Yeah. You got some sonic winds.
But yeah, Jupiter is like a gas giant as well, yeah. And if you were to light a match in Jupiter, you'd expect it to explode. The match won't actually light because there's no oxygen to feed that spark. How cool is that?
Yeah.
And also found out recently that the biggest ultramassive black hole that they discovered is, to give you an idea, our sun is a grain of salt next to a cow. And the cow is the ultramassive black hole.
Yeah, that's a whole thing. We'll get into that CERN thing about them creating a micro black hole.
I heard about that. That's just stupid. Yeah. That's just stupid.
It's a horrifying fucking thought, man.
Bro, there's small black holes throughout the universe that are only like 50 kilometers wide. And they still suck shit in, bro.
Well, yeah, it would grow, man. But they grow,
yeah.
You could be a microscopic black hole. And then over, like a year or 2 years, it would engulf the whole facility. And then it would get bigger, and then finally it would, suck in our solar system.
Hey, the Public Awakening in live chat goes, he's a gas giant from my Uranus after too much Thai food. The sonic winds are incredible.
There
you go. You found it. It's good to see people still have humor in 2022.
Yeah. Well, Jason does. He's a funny guy. Well, I think it's about time, man. I'm gonna watch a movie and go to sleep.
Yeah, what are you watching tonight? You don't know.
Oh, I gotta give away some money, man. Shit, I'm sorry, y'all.
Yeah, I'll send you my address after the show. Don't worry, you can give it away.
Me and Darko are just hanging out and chilling. I'm sorry. Let's give away some money in the chat, Darko. What do you want to We have a good question. What's a good question?
Good question. Or should we give them 30 seconds to write a good question and then we can decide? Or you really want to go watch a movie, don't you?
Let's go with universe shit.
Pornhub awaits
Did you just
Sean.
fart?
Hey?
Did you fart?
Did I fart?
I can rewind that, dude. Did you fart?
Oh, did that get picked up? I pushed the button. And I wasn't sure if it would get picked up through this. I've never
That
used
was
this
funny,
software
dude. I
before.
heard a. Okay.
Oh, that's mad. I didn't know I could use my soundboard on this. Oh,
What a. Yeah, man. You use StreamYard. It's like super easy.
Yeah, I never use it.
Oh
Jason Clark's
my.
Those are always fun.
I don't know what to pick from the live chat, bro. I don't know. I'll let you pick, bro. I can't do it.
All right, I'm trying to think here. Okay. Okay. What moon? What's my favorite moon in Jupiter? My favorite moon of Jupiter. They have a lot of moons.
Everyone's jumping on Google now. Jupiter moon, Jupiter moon.
I don't know if I'm spelling it right, but there. Jupiter has a lot of moons, dude.
I'm gonna Google it too. Jupiter moons. I bet you that's a weird name. Like Ganymede.
Ah, man, I do like Ganymede. Fuck. No, it's not Ganymede. Double-fisted Europa Uranus.
Europa?
Jackson got it.
Oh, let me have a look in the live stream.
Io.
Fisted, double-fisted. Is that the one? What JDO wrote.
Jackson, do you want 10,000? Jackson, do you want 20,000 Cinnavat? Or do you want 5? 5? Fuck, that's a lot. Or do you want 5 honey Dow? Oh, love? 5 love tokens. Okay. All right, Jackson, I'll give you 5 love tokens. You got it. Those are cool moons. Europa is, Ganymede, yeah.
Congratulations to Jason. Is that right?
Jackson.
Oh, Jackson. Sorry.
Yeah.
Shades,
all right.
lights, can't see properly. Yeah, congratulations to Jackson for that. And Brandon Washington's asking, did you guys know there's a golden asteroid on the other side of Jupiter right now, supposed to be headed this way? Yes, it is sort of headed this way, but it's going to pass the Earth at a distance of approximately 132 million kilometers away, which is not considered as a high risk unless it changes its trajectory. So, yes, I do know.
Somebody made a good. I was going to pick. I should pick one from. Give me a minute. Somebody made a point about that movie Don't Look Up. That's a real fucking thing that happened, dude. You remember when that asteroid was going to hit Earth? It was really close.
Oh yeah.
This movie, it's like they went to the president, and it was like, hey, this asteroid's going to hit the Earth. We got to do this. They're like, huh? Well, we're going to hold on to it, and we're going to look into it, and we're going to reassess. And they're like, you don't understand. It's going to hit the Earth, man. And it looks like an insane movie. I haven't watched it yet, but I've heard it's like really, really good. But that doesn't show how just incompetent government is, man. Yeah. They're presented with a real problem, and they just look at it like an election or something. It's just it's crazy. But making the point about gold, I think that's going to be that's the nail in the coffin, because right now precious metals and gold, the scarcity of it, that's what makes it so special, and that's what you compare Bitcoin to. But in reality, it's why we have to say there'll only be 21 million Bitcoin. Period. No matter what the human race does or where we go, it's not like we'll go to Mars and find Bitcoin, but we can go to Mars and find tons of gold. We can get an asteroid and find tons of gold. So we don't know what the scarcity of gold or any precious metal. I mean, it can be just so minute, but we could find, a moon made of like 20% of it.
Yeah.
So that's something that we never had to think about when it came to to anything. But when it comes to scarcity, you never know now. We really do not know. That's why code is so important. Yes, I agree. Let's go, Brandon. Did you see his wife when he said it?
No.
Oh man, she was like, "Oh God, let's go, Brandon." I agree. And then he was trying to talk to her. Where are you from? Where are you living? And his wife's like, "So I think we lost him." She's like, "Yeah, we lost him." Yeah, it was very funny.
I didn't see. But what movie are you planning on watching tonight? Just out of curiosity, or you don't know yet?
I think I'll watch an old Sherlock Holmes movie, man.
Okay, I recently watched a Vietnamese movie called The Guardian, bro. First half was
Really?
pretty. Yeah, I was going to stop it, but dude, the second half and the ending was epic. Epic.
Have you ever
Guardian.
watched? Was it the Guardians? But it's like it's like Avengers, but Russian.
No, sounds bad already.
It's great bad. Like
Yeah.
one of the dudes is a bear with a Gatling gun, machine gun. It's crazy, man.
Oh, that sounds all right.
Yeah, it's good. It's really good, but it's really weird because there's like a little bit of propaganda. It's like, what do you think the military will do? Well, they are the greatest military in the world, and you know what I mean. It's funny because there's that little bit of there, but it's cool. One guy's like a ninja dude. One guy's like a rock. He collects rocks and become a rock man and can throw rocks at people and stuff. And then there's the bear who has a machine gun. And then the girl, I forget what she does, but yeah, it's pretty cool. So let me do a quick. I'm just gonna do a random comment picker for. Oop. Hey, heads or tails there? Flip a coin.
Tails.
Okay. Hey, Alex. Let's see. Share screen. Let's do.
Make sure you close your midget porn before you share the screen, yeah?
Why you gotta bring up midget porn? Now we gotta talk about Joe when he had that, remember?
Yes.
And we're like, did that say midget porn? He was just, yeah. Yeah. It's like, what? Yeah. All right. Do your show. What'd you say? You said
sorry, so cut out for a second.
Dude, this went up 2. Hey, man, do you know this guy?
Which guy?
This guy right here?
No, but I've seen his ads pop up.
Yeah, man, it's annoying the shit out of me, dude. But he's Australian, so he went to prison. I know that.
Oh, no surprise. Just look at him.
He talks about going to prison was the greatest thing ever for me. All right, let's see. YouTube comments. I put this video up 2 hours ago. So, not a ton of comments, but let's see who wins. This is for 10,000 sin going to Annie. Really the content you give us. So you, Annie, have won 10,000 Cinevat tokens. And Jackson, you got what did I say? 5 love. There we go. He went to prison. Okay, that narrows it down.
Arthur John Henry, the live chat box, is saying he's tuning in from his brother's birthday party. Happy New Year, Satoshi Sean and Darko. I'm still waiting for my cap, Sean.
What cap?
He wants your hat, your cap.
My cap? Well, this is my cap. You know how expensive it is to send things to Australia?
I feel like I'm taking over your show right now, man. I've got my background music playing now, my theme song.
You should have brought AJ with you, man.
Is that a birthday party? That's him. Arthur John Henry, that's him.
Yeah, I know. Yes. That's what AJ stands for.
Oh, we'll organize another time. We'll come on with AJ and we'll have a drink.
Yeah, I got a... What did I drink? Oh, I drank it all. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good hanging out with everybody. Make sure you comment and like and share. Head over to Darko's channel and subscribe if you haven't. If you're from Darko's channel, subscribe to mine. You guys take care. Love y'all. See ya.
Rock on!
Yes, rock on.